Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein. You did it. I didn't. You did it.
There's a kindly, wonderful, gentle man that we all deeply love. His name is Harvey Weinstein.
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 The Mashbuka Weinstein.
And we do love you. And this is a good man. People don't know that, but he's done a lot of good things in life.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Ricky Gervais might be one of the few remaining mainstream comedians that will still tell it like it is. I suppose you could throw Dave Chappelle in that group as well. Now, that isn't to say that there aren't comedians out there who are just doing the thing, but mainstream ones seemingly just toe the line these days. And to be honest with you, it's difficult to blame them given just how quickly you'll be canceled if you dare go over the line. And only once they've achieved legendary status like Ricky Gervais or Dave Chappelle, where they're virtually uncancelable, will we really get the true jokes. And Gervais has hosted the Golden Globes several years now, and last night he absolutely, unequivocally roasted a room of Hollywood elites the reaction could probably be best described as very nervous laughter. Like he pointed out some of their best hypocrisies on how all these people say they're woke, yet they're working for giant, huge mega corporations like Disney, which has sweatshops in China. Basically points out that they only care about money, something that we cover on this channel all the time. Huge ups to Ricky Gervais. Now, some of the takes on this have been amazing. Sydney Watson probably put it the best on Twitter, saying Ricky Gervais basically just told a room of champagne socialist celebrities to their faces they're uneducated, have no concept of real world, and need to shut up about politics. The discomfort in that room must really be something. I mean, watching their reactions is so great because, they'll go home and they'll talk about how it was about everybody else except them. But no, it isn't. It's about that entire room. I mean, the Tom Hanks face will probably turn into some sort of meme by tomorrow. Actually, I'm filming this at 9 o'clock on a Sunday evening so that I can deliver it to you all early Monday morning. So if you appreciate the Sunday work, remember to leave a like on this. Remember to share it out on social media. Congratulate Ricky Gervais as having a spine. One of the jokes he made was absolutely awesome. He talks about, this is a loose translation, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, Apple, Amazon, Disney, if the devil essentially started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? If you do win an award tonight, don't use the platform to make a political speech. And you have people ignoring that, of course, and providing fake wokeness as well. When you have Kate McKinnon saying something like about Ellen DeGeneres saying, if I hadn't seen her on TV, I wouldn't have thought I could ever be on TV. They don't let LGBT people on TV. And more than that, I would have gone on thinking that I was an alien and that maybe I didn't have the right to be here. Kate McKinnon on Ellen DeGeneres. But, of course, people don't react to that very well. It's just, representation is a thing, but I don't want to hear about it from Hollywood elites. When we look at some of the best takeaways from Gervais, some of them just happen to be one of his jokes. I came here in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. If you aren't aware what the deal is with Felicity Huffman, she was one of the Hollywood elites behind the college admittance scandal. He went on from there, shading Felicity Huffman. This is according to In Touch. You all look lovely, dolled up. You came in your limos. Ricky, 58, began his joke. I came in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no, hush. He stopped the audience, reacted. It's her daughter. I feel sorry for her, okay? It must be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her, and her dad was in Wild Hogs. Ricky was making a joke about Felicity at 57, who went to jail in 2019. She was indicted in March 12, 2019, related to nationwide college admissions cheating scam, and ultimately pled guilty to charges of conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services mail fraud, paying $15,000 to boost her daughter Sophia's SAT scores. Then, in September, the actress was sentenced to 14 days and a year of probation. Quote, Felicity has always been about family, but her stint in prison has shifted her priorities. An insider told In Touch in November, instead of focusing on making sure her girls get the best choice at a good future, she's now focused on her family's blessings and how to live a more authentic and honest life. Yeah, says somebody who was caught. All of these people are an absolute joke. Of course, not everybody's happy with it. You have April here saying, Felicity Huffman joke, Mr. Jeffrey joke, DiCaprio joke, Apple joke. Yikes. Al Pacino's hair is super long. This monologue is horrible. Gervais just called the HFPA the R-ist. I mean, people don't like being called out, and there are a lot of these folks, the fake woke, that reside on Twitter that probably identify with celebrities. These are the same people that have that weird, unhealthy addiction to celebrities that, you know, they think that somehow because they get paid a lot of money to be in movies that they have any idea of what's going on. The Hollywood Reporter, Ricky Gervais tells Hollywood to F off, an expletive-filled Golden Globes monologue. Gervais once again did not shy away from hot button topics in his Golden Globes monologue, even as he told stars attending not to elongate their acceptance speeches by referring to contentious current events. At the top of the annual ceremony at Beverly Hilton Hotel, host Gervais ended his monologue by telling stars at the ceremony, "So if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a political platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you have spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So if you come up and you win, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and F off, okay?" Gervais' word during this portion was bleeped out on NBC. He was also bleeped during his use of profanity and a few other jokes. Gervais, however, peppered the monologue with references to the Me Too and contemporary issues. He started off noting that it was his 5th time hosting, and therefore he didn't care what flack he would take. Then he punched in the nod with the 2019 college admissions scandal, and he noted that top film executives were present at the ceremony that came from different companies, but they all had one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. At another point, Gervais noted that Golden Globes was an old-fashioned award ceremony and argued the ceremony should just thank Netflix and get on with it. He noted that the show on Netflix Afterlife about a man considering ending himself after his wife passes, spoiler alert, there's a season 2, and in the end, he didn't end himself, just like Jeffrey. Sorry, I know he's your friend, Gervais joked, talking about how the Hollywood people were his friend. That was probably like, I was like, ugh, you know, that's the kind of humor I like. Modern day humor is so, mainstream humor is so concerned with offending that it's lost all authenticity, and it's simply not funny. Then the Jeffrey came up again when Gervais took aim at Tarantino's 2019 film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and at the end, his date was nearly too old for him. Even Prince Andrew was like, "Come on, mate." Of course, that's a reference to Prince Andrew on visiting the dude's island several times. And we're discussing the addition of Apple TV to the room. Gervais noted the irony of a Me Too-themed show like The Morning Show being made by a company who runs sweatshops in China. You say you're woke. And then he goes on to talk about the other thing. I mean, it's absolutely all true, and it's beautiful. Kevin Hart lost his job at the Oscars as the Oscars host for a 10-year-old tweet that says he was sorry about and deleted at the time, Gervais said. So there's more pressure on making the jokes bulletproof. It's the world watching. It's not me at a comedy club. I mean, online, you see, of course, the normal, Chris Witherspoon from Entertainment saying, "Oh, it's problematic when we can count the few faces of color in the audience," as he uses a cropped, perfectly timed image that just supports his agenda, of course. And not everyone is as legendary as Ricky Gervais. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be funny. you know, seeing Ricky Gervais talking down to everyone and making them uncomfortable has me cackling. Another very popular tweet. Gervais is great. He was one of the few people that backed my friend Dank during his pug issues. Many comedians in the UK too afraid to stand up for creative freedoms. And you have Hollywood, which is full of entirely too much fake wokeness. And for what a great moment to see Gervais go up there and completely call it out. I'm sure tomorrow many will call Gervais's thing problematic, or for whatever reason, he seems to continue to get a pass. But I think if he continues to do these things, more and more celebrities are going to decide not to attend the Golden Globes, which, by the way, who cares? Multi-millionaires giving other multi-millionaires awards for being multi-millionaires. Couldn't be bothered. The only reason I know anything about it is because of Twitter sharing 30-second clips. So I get to absorb the only piece that's interesting to me, the realest dude in the whole show, and then I get to move on, make a video, and laugh at more Hollywood elites. Keep being you, Ricky. Hey, everyone out there, I'm looking forward to an action-packed, diverse, topic-filled week for all of you here on The Quartering and Midwestly. Don't sleep on Midwestly. I've been uploading daily on there. Love to have you over there. It'll be linked in the description or in the pinned comment below. We'll talk to you again real soon.